white-striped boats sailing the choppy surface of the Detroit River. Wynne, when he got up to shake my hand, turned out to be a big, neat man with a black widow's peak trimmed tight to his skull. The graphite frame of his aviator's glasses matched the gray haze where he shaved his temples, and he wore a suit the color and approximate weight of ground fog. He had deep lines in his Miami brown face and bonded teeth with incisors that came almost to a point. It was a predator's face. He was an investment banker, and whatever that was, he seemed all of a piece with the way he kept up his payments on the Porsche. All that gray made sense with the blue walls and yellow-green carpet, like a shark cruising through the bright waters of the Gulf Stream. "Walker Amos," he said, as if he were reading roll call. "Is it a nom de guerre?" "I don't know what that is, but it's on my birth certificate." "I like it. It has a certain smoky strength." "So does bacon. Speaking of that, have you had breakfast?" "Not in years." "I can't manage without it. I missed mine. Would you mind if we took this to the executive dining room? My treat, of course." So I rode the elevator again, 2 more floors, directly into a gray-shaded room that took up the entire length and breadth of the building. A well-seasoned party in a red jacket with gold buttons greeted him by name and sat us in a booth upholstered in blue leather, looking directly across at the city of Windsor. It was late for breakfast, but too early for brunch. We had the place to ourselves, along with the waitstaff and 4 men in their 20s seated at a far table in their shirt sleeves and suspenders. Each had an ear-mounted cell phone, and the way they were conversing without looking at their companions made me wonder if they were talking to each other over the things. "Conquering the world by microwave." Wynne snapped the creases out of his linen napkin. "When I was their age, we did it on the golf course." You have to wonder why the overhead. "This barn, it's our answer to the Roman Forum. Those senators and philosophers didn't need those Ionic columns to talk about taxes and whether animals have souls. It's all set decoration." A young waiter in a red jacket with silver buttons arrived with our menus, each the size of a Shakespeare First folio. He asked if we cared for coffee. "A tea, please, Jason. The chef knows my preference." I asked for regular coffee, and Jason drifted away. I browsed the light morning fare, decided on eggs Benedict, sausage links, and tomato juice, which Wynne wrote down on a blank piece of pasteboard with an onyx fountain pen, added some fruit and bran cereal for himself, and handed it to the waiter when he came with the tea and coffee. The setup was like the dining car of a train. When we were alone again, Wynne folded his strong brown hands on the edge of the tablecloth. "I keep seeing your name on reports. The Reliance people employ your services often." "Only when the job involves people. Those big-box agencies are a whiz with computers and blood diamonds and those teeny little cameras you can hide in your belly button. When it comes to stroking old ladies who see things and leaning on supermarket stock boys who smuggle sides of beef out the back door, they remember us little shows." "How big is your agency?" About 6'1" and 180. "Better and better. It means you're in a good position to keep secrets." "Honest, too. Eventually." I lied about my weight. "The humor I can take or let alone." He refolded his hands the other way. On one he wore a gold wedding band with a respectable diamond, matched closely to the watch on that wrist, heavy with a diver's dial. The shark resemblance increased by the minute. "I don't like going behind Reliance's back like this. Ernest Krell is an old friend, emphasis on old, and like many men who should have retired long ago, he's sensitive about what he perceives as disloyalty among his shrinking circle."